To solve this data sufficiency question, we're going to go ahead and consider each statement separately first and then together if needed. Before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at what the question is asking us. An orchard worker packed bags of apples. Each bag has the same number of apples. The number of bags packed is one more than the number of apples in each bag. How many apples are in each bag? So before we move on to the statements individually, let's go ahead and extract the information that we're given from the question. So pulling this down, we have that each bag has the same number of apples. We don't know how many apples those are, so let's go ahead and give that a variable name. Let's let x be the number of apples. In each bag. This means that our next sentence says the number of bags packed is one more than the number of apples in each bag. So we have that x plus 1 represents the number of bags packed. And the question actually asks us how many apples are in each bag. So when we're working with each statement individually, we're looking to find a value for x. So let's go ahead and let's dive into statement 1 first. So statement 1 tells us that a total of 156 apples were packed. Using the information that we wrote down from our question, we can actually create an equation for this statement. So if we have a total of 156 apples were packed, this means that x, the number of apples in each bag, times x plus 1, the number of bags packed, will equal 156. Distributing our x and moving the 156 to the left-hand side, we end up with x squared plus x minus 156 equals 0. Now this is a quadratic equation that we can solve. We would get two values for x, but because this 156 is negative, that means that one of our answers is going to be positive and the other is going to be negative. This means that we can then narrow down, since the number of apples can't be a negative value, and actually choose the correct answer out of the two. It would narrow it down for us. So this we can solve, and we would arrive at a single value for x. That means that this statement alone is sufficient. It's enough to be able to find the value of x, which is what we were looking for. Now because of this, we can actually eliminate some of the answer choices. If statement 1 alone is sufficient, we can eliminate answer choice B, C, and E, leaving us with either choice A or D. And those choices depend on what statement 2 is telling us. So let's go ahead and let's explore what statement 2, whether it is sufficient or not. So considering statement 2, we have that we're given, after one apple is removed from the last bag packed, there are a total of 35 apples in the last 3 bags. That means that before the apple was removed, there were 35 plus 1, which is 36, apples in 3 bags. Since the same number of apples is in each bag, we can divide 36 by 3, which gives us 12, to determine the value of x. This statement alone is sufficient. This means that we can actually eliminate answer choice A, and the correct answer choice would be D.